Okay, I think we are live.
Nice. Well, welcome y'all. Sorry, did you want to go first?
Oh no, I was just waving. Hi everyone.
Welcome back to the virtual write-in. It's always good to see y'all on YouTube. It's a definitely interesting experience, especially now that we're past camp, we're post-camp era, right? So maybe you got your goals, or maybe you just got like enough of what you needed to keep writing even past that. This is a judgment-free zone, and we're just here to write.
Yes.
And just for like introductions, I'm Nautica, the editorial intern for summer and upcoming fall.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Nautica is going to be sticking around, so we'll be on more virtual write-ins with us in the next few months. I'm Catherine. I'm the communications manager. I liked Rye Pie. I think that's how they say their name in the chat. Was like, "Hi folks, a nice relaxing write-in now, no pressure," and I like that. I think that's what today's going to be.
No pressure. Yeah.
I thought you were saying no, like, oh no, there's going to be pressure.
It's about foreshadowing and secrets. So I was like, there's kind of pressure, but it's not on you, it's on your characters. It's on whatever you write about. And so, as you know, we've been doing this every Wednesday, and for the upcoming future for fall, it might be different times depending on our schedules. But if you are interested, make sure to like and subscribe to us to just be updated on what we're doing. And if you want to keep coming back to these virtual write-in spaces.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel kind of relaxing actually now that the camp is over. How did your camp project go?
I didn't even update my word count.
Oh, Nautica.
I'm a bad example. I didn't do it.
don't do that, folks.
Let us know in the chat how y'all are doing, where you're from, and also how is camp for y'all?
Uh-huh.
So
I can't say much. I set a really low goal, so I made it, but I wasn't really pushing myself. I was just doodling.
That's okay. You got to start low goals in order to reach up to higher goals.
Yeah.
I did do a lot of planning. I got a lot of work done.
Great.
I don't want to tell nobody.
All right, that's reasonable. You're the only one who needs to know. And oh yeah, Blobby's back, by the way. He's chilling over on my couch over here. So he's joining us for this write-in as well.
Yeah. So let us know, folks, how was camp, where y'all are from. We got Penumbra, time to edit for the August 80K.
80K. Wow. Man, you guys just don't stop. That's impressive.
It really is. And Danny Darling says, didn't officially participate in camp, but I started something new recently and am determined to finish an 80,000 word count and climbing book that needs to be done. I feel it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm edging up on almost 100K for my first draft for my novel. So
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on it for a couple years, but need to finish it and then edit it down for sure. But
and that's okay. I'm usually a planner, just like LB from the UK, who didn't write anything for camp, but they started planning for November.
Nice.
So just getting ready.
Caitlin N said, school and vacation kept my word count low, but I also did a lot of planning and came up with new ideas. That's awesome.
Yeah, just start. You got to start somewhere. That's what I tell myself. Okay. And Anna, hi, I'm from Brazil. I plan a lot, but didn't write that much. I feel like I found my community here.
Yeah, I know. You found your people. Now we know all the people who are planners during camp. They're like, all right, now we'll start writing now that it's August.
It's August, November, get ready for that. Well, As much as I love playing, we can do the sprints and actually just start putting
Yeah,
it there, right? Get our creative juices flowing through our brains.
do it.
And if you can post the sprint or the prompt in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated.
I will
We're
do.
gonna use these words or themes. There is no pressure to use all of them. It's just a suggestion. But these words are betrayal, hidden, savior, and treasure. So we're just going to write for 5 minutes just to get something on the page. It doesn't have to be these things, but you just need to write. That's it.
Yeah.
And
All right. So I will post the prompt in the chat and we'll get started for a 5-minute writing sprint starting now. About 1.5 minutes left. time is up. Go ahead and wrap up what you're writing. And if you want to share either the word count that you got during that sprint, or a sentence that you wrote, or how you used the words from the prompt, feel free to drop that in the chat.
How was that for you?
Pretty good. Definitely. I don't know. I was kind of doing just like a stream of consciousness thing, just to get into it. Definitely good to keep some writing momentum going. I think I have a tendency to like drop off and not write after the camp events are over. So I'm really glad that we're doing this. How about you?
It was good. I was doing something similar with stream of consciousness. I think I took the word betrayal and I was like, how does it feel in the body?
Ooh.
Right. And like, how does your body react all to it? And I'm like, just putting that down.
Yeah.
But not a lot of words. So y'all got to tell me how much y'all got. CV 394 got 133 words. Nice.
Danny Darling said too short, lol.
Of the 5-minute sprint.
Yeah.
I was feeling that too. I was like, I want 10 minutes. I'm greedy.
Penumbra Mine. And then Mord edited 1 page. Nice.
And Rebecca got 102 words, and I got past the block I was having on how to get this scene from the last section to the next.
That's great. Oh, I love this this excerpt from Imaginos Desdenova. Bryce could not believe the sense of betrayal he felt from Chevio. Then he and Max now had to stay hidden from the people who they had once worked for. But Max was twice a treasure to him.
Ooh, we got the words going nice.
Yeah. Sorry if I did not pronounce some of that right.
And Danny got maybe like 200 words. I started editing and adding and changing the beginning of the chapter I'm writing because I didn't like the opening I had.
Nice.
Which is a great use of 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Empty Grave said, man, I could have done better, but we just started. I often feel that way when I start. Like the first one that I do, I'm always like, this is so bad. Why am I doing this? But usually the next one, I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine. You know?
It's like a warm-up. We're just doing jumping jacks.
Yeah, man, I hate jumping jacks too. Or no, sorry, burpees is the one that I'm thinking of.
Okay, we're not that intense. We're not doing that.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
But I do want to ask the chat for like the discussion piece, and let us know in the chat, how do you plan out big surprises or plot twists when you're writing? Because that was kind of the goal with like maybe the sprint, if y'all use the words.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm trying to think of big plot twists that I've had in my book, but the only one I can think of, I didn't actually intend for it to be a plot twist. I was just like writing and I got to a point and I was like, I think I need something more dramatic to happen here. I think this is what I'm going to do. So I guess my answer is that I don't plan them out at all.
That's fair. I feel like most of my stories, I'm like, this is so dramatic. It needs this is the core, the plot twist, the climax, and then I have to work it backwards from that plot twist to how it would make sense. And then I have to come up with a fitting ending. So it's like right in the middle.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Because I want to know all the foreshadowing in symbolism. We got Empty Grave saying, I wish I knew how. Yo, put some tips in the chat.
What are some of your favorite like plot twists in like books or movies or TV shows that you've seen? Like, because I think that helps me sometimes thinking of like ones that like moments where I was just like, oh my God, like, I don't know. And like seeing how they kind of led up to it.
I think recently one thing I've discovered is like this is the book, the plot, and the twist is the world is extremely bigger.
Mm.
Like say if they were on an island, right, and the whole book took place there and we thought that was the world, and then the plot twist was they're just one small aspect and this is how much more there is.
Oh, cool.
I'm trying to be vague. I don't want to spoil anything. I think that
Okay, yeah, no, I think that was good. I think that was good.
let's see what else folks got. We got Danny saying sometimes the plot twist isn't obvious until it happens and then I'm like, whoa, but sometimes the plot twist, big event, is the very thing that forms the entire book I'm writing. It definitely depends.
Mm-hmm. Number of Mine says, I always have the plot twist and deaths planned before I fill in the plot outline. I also have character plot outlines so I know when the side characters' B plots intersect with the main plot.
It's so organized.
I know.
We got CB394 saying my favorite plot twist is that Snape was friends with Lily Evans. Where? Tell me where that's from if you know.
Oh, it's from Harry Potter.
Ah, I I haven't seen any Harry Potter. I played the games on the computer.
Oh my God, that's great. I love that.
And I played the Lego game.
Perfect. No, I love that that's your only interaction with with the stories. Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know. I did just think of a good plot twist, but now as somebody in the chat was like, oh, spoilers, I'm like, oh yeah, I shouldn't say anything in case people haven't read it. But I did read a book that was told from like a few different points of view. And one of the big plot twists is that it turns out like they're all the same person.
I know what book you're talking about too.
Like, dang it.
What you're talking about. And I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Okay, well, I'm not going to say anything else, but yeah, that one was amazing. That was one of those moments where I was just like, mind exploding. So
yeah, I think I don't know when I read like I got like the tip to like read award-winning fiction. A lot of times they have the most amazing plot twists where you it like makes sense it makes sense when it happens. I think that's like key is that there's enough information given throughout, sprinkled throughout to actually be like, oh.
Yeah, that's a great point. The ones where you can go back and like if you reread it and you pick up, you're like, this was a clue and I didn't even realize it the first time, you know.
Right? Attack on Titan, anyone? I just watched it, so I'm so excited. I'm not saying anything though.
Imaginus says Good Omens had a very good plot twist, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm a big fan of Big Omens. They're Good Omens. They just announced season 2, so I'm very excited about that too.
I like how we just had a sprint about secrets and we're just being very secretive.
I know.
Where are we getting these plot twists from? Okay, should we now we can start going to the next prompts, right?
Let's do it.
So
now that we have all these plot twists in our head.
yeah. So write a scene about your character where your character is just about to discover a secret. I could have written that better, but your character is just about to discover a secret.
Yeah, or I think if you want, like, you could make it like they just discovered a secret, or like, I don't know. I like the idea though of like right before they discover the secret, like what is about to happen.
Just before, during, whatever makes y'all happy, and write for 10 minutes.
All right. So yeah, set my timer for 10 minutes, writing a scene where your character is about to discover a secret. And let's start writing now. Got about 4 minutes left. All right, time is up. Go ahead and wrap up what you're writing, finish the scene or the sentence. And again, if you want to drop in the chat how many words you wrote or how you used the prompt, let us know. How'd that go for you?
I was in a full trance.
Great.
It's like foggy in my head. I wrote and then I was like, oh, this is great. Let me plan it out. This works everything with what I'm writing.
Sweet.
Don't know my word count, but how was that for you?
That was also good for me. I know I'm also feeling a little foggy. Sometimes it's hard to to jump back and forth between the writing world headspace and the real world headspace. So But it was the perfect prompt for the timing here because somebody was just betrayed, but now they're about to find out the secret that actually they didn't get betrayed, and there's like double dealing. So yeah.
I love that. I love it, especially when you find out from other characters like how the
Mm-hmm.
betrayal happens.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got Penumbra Mine, a page and a half, proving rule two for cats true again. Wherever she went, even to another star system, the cats were still finding her. Good.
I mean, I think that's probably just saying like, oh, my cats are interrupting my writing time, but I do really love picturing like a little cat astronaut, a cat astronaut, if you will.
That's cute, yeah. And then we got Tamara Brown with 80 words, just started a new story.
Ooh, it's exciting. Happy new story. Mark Spector got 123 words. Rebecca Cook got 52.
Repeat says, she saw the space around him ignite and burn blue flames, but from her position in hiding, she couldn't make out if it was him or just what surrounded him.
Ooh, sounds intense.
Yeah, especially if I found out my friend can do fire.
Right?
An empty grave says, that was better for me. I got 163. Nice.
Excellent.
Well, also, I guess this is like something I want to post for the chat also. Like, of course, drop in your words and your sentences, but also what kind of symbolism do you like to use in your writing, in your work?
That's a great question.
Because I feel like with a lot of secrets and like foreshadowing, we like symbolism is a great tool.
Yeah. No, that's really great. I do a lot of like kind of fairy tale retelling sort of stuff. So I tend to, it's not exactly symbolism, I guess, or not like one-to-one symbolism, but I do tend to like spend a lot of time looking up the original stories or like all the different versions of the whatever story I'm working on that have been told in different places, and like names I often just like use names as symbolism. Like I don't know, that's something I get into. Yeah.
I always find that hard, but I think it's incredible when people are like, look at this name. It means something.
I think it's because I actually have a really hard time coming up with names, and so I'm like, well, if I can find something else that has some kind of meaning, then I don't actually have to come up with the name myself. I can just use it from something else. So
That's smart. That's a way to get around.
yeah.
I think when I use symbolism, I use a lot of animals. Like
Mm.
if someone is kind of like meek, or if someone's like dangerous, like animal, like predators, like hunting, or if like, you know, freedom, like birds and
Mm.
butterflies.
Cool.
I think all of my symbolism is animals at one point. I'm concerned. Let's see. Kelly also says I use names, numbers, and objects.
Oh, nice.
I'm wondering how you can use numbers as symbolism in writing. Maybe I can't think of a good example
Mm. Yeah, that's a
besides
great
like
question.
angelic numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Sir Blue Screen shared with us a little excerpt. The facility was only but a shell of the once metal pristine, moss in the air filters, vines gripping in union upon the walls, and rust invading from every which way.
Mm.
Maybe this is symbolism too.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Penumbra Mind says, I love the every event happens twice trope, especially when the reader doesn't realize it's the same event until almost to the end of the repeat. That's cool. Yeah, I was listening to a lecture from an author who was talking about mirroring. And it's like if like the opening of your novel should like the ending should somehow mirror it to like show how things are the same and how things are different, and you can do that within scenes and chapters as well. So yeah, I think that's a really interesting thing to explore and something you could certainly use symbolism to do.
Those are my favorite, honestly.
Yeah.
Ooh, people are looking up the numbers for symbolism. Be evil, for example. I didn't know that from Kelly.
Cool. Sasha says numbers with the age of the characters or their date of birth or even arithmancy.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a little too much planning for me. I'm not. I see numbers, I zone out.
It's, yeah, that's the writer the writer curse.
Let's see. Rebecca Cook put, I also really like when random things become metaphorically significant for particular characters because of the personal associations they have.
Hmm.
Is it like a door? Like they I'm not I immediately thought of a symbol for a door for someone. Then I'm like, I don't want to spoil it, but I like that too, because then you can just relate it to the character.
Yeah. Um, Mark Spector says, I use geographic locations as symbolism oftentimes.
That's also good to set the tone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, there's so much you can do with your setting and your world building, and having those tie into the characters more directly is really cool. I love it when I see people who do that.
I think Misty Robertson put, I like using things in the natural world, like the meanings associated with trees or plants. And I always think that's cool. But if you don't do enough research, I wonder if you put the wrong meaning to things and then it's like misinterpreted.
I feel like that's kind of part of the fun though, right? I don't know, sometimes.
Like people do puns.
Yeah.
Or what is it? I think I was watching a movie and they were like, this is your personality. And they put a donkey to express. And I was like, oh. Okay, should we get on? Do folks feel like moving on to the next sprint?
Yeah, I think yeah, people like the longer sprints, I think. So
Let's do that 15.
do it. Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. So the final prompts, right? You don't have to use it, just motivation, or if you need a starting point, it is your character has a secret of their own that they must hide or else. Right? So feel free to write something new or expand on what you just wrote or do something completely different. But we're going to be writing for 15 minutes.
Right. So I'll set that timer. And our 15 minutes starts now. We've got about 5.5 minutes left. minute left. All right. Up. Go ahead and wrap up what you're writing. Again, if you want to share the number of words you wrote during that sprint or how you use the prompt or share a sentence, drop it in the chat. You can also feel free to let us know how many words you wrote total for this write-in, because I always love seeing like how much people get accomplished in an hour. Yeah, I'm a little bit in that like fuzzy story space, you know.
I finished what I meant to do.
Ooh, yeah, congratulations.
Got a little chunk of like, it's not good, but you know, it's like exactly what like the meat
That's
of
awesome.
what needs to be seasoned.
That's great.
I hope this helps y'all also. Yeah, let us know. We know Linda got 376, but spent a ton of time thinking.
Great. Also, I apologize if there was any like screaming in the background. There's some kids that like to run out in the backyard, the house next to mine. So there might have been some ambient screaming. So
That's okay. It's only motivation.
Ellie says only 272. I'm crying. That is nothing to cry about. That's 200 words that you did not have written 15 minutes ago. So I think that's pretty great.
Yeah, honestly, any page or any idea that came out, this is like an exercise practice session.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel creates just put, I just wrote the ending of a story that's not even drafted yet, but this was so helpful.
Yay. That's great. Sir Blue Screen wrote, shared a sentence. A spark manifested from his fingertip once more, an instant of blue there and gone. Like hallucination he had hoped previously, it had been becoming a permanent reality.
Nice. I'm glad this it seems like some folks got like 400 towards 500 words out of all of this.
Nice. Eve Walker wrote 382. This prompt turned out to be something quite funny. That's great.
Did you get what you needed out of this, Catherine?
I did. Yeah, I just honestly I just really need to move forward. I'm like trying to write the last couple chapters of my first draft and just need to make some progress, and I really did. So thank you.
Nice. Cool. Do you have any announcements for the last 2 minutes?
Let me think. I don't think I have any announcements at the moment. Yeah, this will be our last virtual write-in for a little while. We'll probably start them up again in September, like late September, as we get into nano season, which is just around the corner here somehow. So, but yeah, feel free to drop in the comments or let us know in a video at any point, like if there's anything that you would like to see from us coming up. We've been using kind of the YouTube like community posts a little bit more recently too, so we might put a poll there and ask you kind of like what kind of videos you guys would like to see in the fall. And yeah, think that's all I got.
Yeah, or subscribe once again to this YouTube or follow us on Twitter and Instagram. If y'all have any suggestions or anything, or just want to see what's up and find motivation, or see what authors are posting or need pep talks or anything like that, that's what the org is here for.
Yeah.
Our social media.
Yeah. So yeah, we love writing with you guys, and we're so happy that you showed up today, and hope you got some good writing done. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
See y'all in the fall.